Hello, candle lovers. Thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Greg, and this is all about candles. I've got the weekly wax wrap up for you. Happy Sunday, everyone. I've missed you so much. You've actually been watching pre-recorded videos of me for the last 10 days because I've been on vacation, but I am back to recording live now, and I've got the weekly wax wrap up for you. This is a really quick breakdown and synopsis of the candles that I have finished burning in the last, week or two. Quick breakdown of how they all did. I do have full length reviews out for most of these candles, so I will link to those below. And at the end of this video, I'll get into my vacation and all that kind of stuff a little bit. But for now, let's just talk some candles. I'm gonna start things off with Into the Night. Oh, you guys. This candle is fantastic. I've been buying Into the Night candles for a while now. I feel like a new version of the candle comes out every couple of years or so, and I have to say that this is one of the best versions they've done. First of all, the jar is just absolutely stunning, and it looks gorgeous when it's burning as well. If you follow my channel closely, you have probably heard me ranting and raving about how much I've liked this candle. Not only did it look stunning, but it burned incredibly well. The scent notes on this are sugared raspberry, velvet rose petals, shimmering amber, and creamy musk. Gosh, all my favorite things. And this is definitely got a body care vibe about it, a little bit of a powdery rose. It is a little bit perfumey, but it's also quite dark and musky, and I've really always liked this fragrance. I've never bought it in body care or anything, but I've always enjoyed the candle, and whenever it comes out, I always get a couple, and I really think this is the best one they've had. Oh my goodness, it just smells fantastic. Strength and throw on this candle was a 9. I think this is the strongest version of Into the Night that's come out. It had thin core wicks. Look at how beautiful that wax is. I mean, I burnt this all the way down to the very bottom. It did not soot. It was strong. It had the thin core wicks, so you have to stay on top of trimming them. They mushroom top like crazy. You have to limit your burns to 2 or 3 hours, but I don't care. This candle just did so well from top to bottom. It was fantastic. Absolutely wonderful. I really enjoyed that one. I also finished up a pumpkin bonfire. And this is one of my favorite fall fragrances from Bath & Body Works, but the candle this year just kind of sucked. I have a full-length review of it. I'll link to it down below if you want to hear the details about how much I loved this fragrance, but this candle annoyed me. The scent notes on it are white pumpkin, a bundle of clove buds, and glowing embers, and I just adore this fragrance. It is extremely clovey, it's very woodsy, a little bit smoky, and then it's got that sort of spice blend in it to give you the pumpkin-y vibe, but it's not like a super spice forward candle. I'd say what you get most of all is the clove and the woods and the smoke, and then the spice is it's on the higher register, but it's not a super sharp spice. It's really nicely balanced. But unfortunately, this candle was just, I mean, the wax didn't ever really get discolored or dirty, but man, it was just itty bitty wicks and teeny tiny flames the whole time. I mean, the whole time. It had thick, ropey wicks on it, and I've got to tell you guys, I'm not thrilled with how a lot of the Bath & Body Works fall candles have been burning so far this year. I'm burning Together Weather right now, which is a lovely fragrance, but it's having some performance issues also. Anyways, I mean, I just wouldn't recommend Pumpkin Bonfire this year. I know it's still available on the website and in the stores. I'd give it a skip this year and, check it out next year, and hopefully we have a better version of it. I seem to remember last year's version being a lot better than this one. And it's such a shame because I feel like this should have been projecting at a 7 or a 7.5 for strength and throw, but since the flames were always so small and the wax pool was always so shallow, it really mostly hovered around like a 6 range for strength and throw, and I would just have liked it to have been a bit stronger than that. Yeah, just a bummer on this year's version. Ugh, I just hope that next year's version is better. I also finished up a vanilla pumpkin waffle from Goose Creek, and this is a dupe of pumpkin pecan waffles by Bath and Body Works. I didn't know that when I bought this candle, but that is exactly what it is. The scent notes are creamy vanilla, pumpkin spice, warm waffles, and maple butter. I mean, it is just so similar to pumpkin pecan waffles. It's a little bit cloying. It's very sweet. Even though nut isn't listed on here, I am getting like a little bit of perhaps like a pecan, maybe a walnut. You know, it's sweet. It's a dupe of pumpkin pecan waffles, guys. It was strong though, and it performed quite well. For a Goose Creek candle, I burned it all the way down to the very bottom, and the wax never really got discolored. It pulled out quickly. Strength and throw is solid, probably a 7, 7.5, an 8 in a more medium space. So yeah, I mean, it is a good candle, but it's pumpkin pecan waffles basically. I also finished up Perfect Day from Goose Creek. I called this collection of candles their grandmother's porch collection. There were a lot of really good candles in this collection. I really liked whipped cream and cashmere as well, but that had a lot of performance issues. This one did quite a bit better burn-wise. The scent notes are warm amber, sandalwood, sugar, and vanilla. And it's really lovely. It's a very mid-range candle. Yeah, it's a very mid-range candle. It's very smooth. It's very ambery. It's quite dark, but there is a little bit of a sweet vanilla note in the bottom of it that smooths out what could be a little bit of a harsh amber note almost, but it is smoothed out and balanced quite nicely. The sandalwood is really sandalwooding. You know, that sort of like creamy, dusty, musky, sandy sandalwood scent. It is very that, but it's nicely balanced and it was quite strong. I'd say that strength and throw on this one was probably a 7 for the most part. A solid 7 though, and that was in my more open area. I think in my bedroom it was probably about a 7.5. And I mean, I just love fragrances like this. Sandalwood, amber, vanilla, sign me up. I don't really have any complaints about this candle. The wax did get a little bit discolored, and I did notice I've got about this much of it left. I did notice that the fragrance became a little bit murky as well as the wax, just right at this very bottom point here. I got a lot of good burns out of it. I think I might actually put this under my lamp tonight and see how it does, because I do have a fair bit of wax left in there. I didn't even realize that. Yeah, I might lamp this tonight and see how it does, because it really was a beautiful, warm, smooth fragrance. But yeah, you know, Goose Creek, you know, you're gonna end up with some dirt and some soot on some of their candles. I'm fairly new to Goose Creek, and so I have been buying quite a lot for the last year and trying to figure out what I like from the brand. And I do like quite a bit, and I'm starting to get a better idea now of their candles that burn well and their candles that burn not so well. So I'm learning as well when it comes to Goose Creek. From Above Love Co., I finished Pomegranate and Sage. Above Love Co. is a candle studio based out of Chicago, and they're like a candle making studio, but they also have their own line of candles. And I actually am in a partnership with the owner there. She sends me candles and I talk about them on my channel and give my honest thoughts. I'm not paid or commissioned or anything like that, but if you are interested in these, I'll link below, and you can use the promo code AllAboot Candles sent me for 10% off. Not not a commission link. Just the owner is very generous and eager to get word out about her fabulous products. And Pomegranate and Sage was a really, really lovely single wick. These candles burn fabulously. They pool out really quickly. They burn evenly from the top to the bottom. And this fragrance was one of my favorites from their Fall in Love collection. The scent notes on it are juicy pomegranate, soothing blue sage, and citrus. And the thing that I really love about the candles from this company is that they are really different takes on a lot of these fragrances. If you look at a candle and it's pomegranate and sage, you already have a pretty good idea of what that's gonna smell like if you're smelling a Bath & Body Works or a Homeworks or a Yankee. But Above Love Co. does really, really fresh takes on these fragrances, and they're very like airy and smooth and clean smelling, and I just love them. They must be using really, really great like essential oils in their candles. And this one is so nice. It's very, very herbal. So that sage note is not hiding. The top note is like a sweetness, a sweet tartness, the pomegranate obviously. I don't know if I would necessarily pick out that it was pomegranate, but I would pick something in that sort of wheelhouse of fruit. Yeah, a really nice fruit note on the top, and then the mid and the base is just this really, really herbal. It comes across as almost a bit of a dried sage to me. I really like it. There's also a little bit of citrus in there too. It's really, really nice. I'd say that the strength and throw on this, I burned it the whole time in a hurricane in my bedroom, okay? So in a hurricane in a medium-sized space, I'd say that this was a solid 6. Definitely had a presence about it. I wish that it had been just a touch stronger, but I was actually happy with it. I just liked the fragrance so much that I kind of wanted it to wash over me. Yeah, just really, really nice. A really lovely fragrance. I love the candles from Above Love Co. Anyways, that's all I've got for you folks today in terms of candles. I wasn't home much this week, and so I really had to like scrounge and look around for candles that I had finished that I could talk about on this week's Weekly Wax Wrap-Up. That probably explains why I've actually got another burn left on this one here. Yeah, so I was in Victoria for a while with my friends Mike and Amber, and we just had an absolutely lovely time. I mean, we did it all. We did hikes, we did the beach, we did the gay bars, we did the karaoke bars, we did the sushi restaurants, we did the farmer's market. It was just a really nice way to spend some time with my old friends. They just got this amazing dog named Ralph. He is a big boy. He's like 90 pounds, 2 years old, tons of energy. And so a lot of our time was just sort of spent around, you know, whatever Ralph wanted to do. You know, if he wants to go for a walk, we're going for a walk, right? So I had a lot of fun meeting their new pet. They also have a couple of cats who are cute as buttons too, George and Bill. So yeah, I had a really wonderful time out there. I mean, the air is just so fresh and so clean, and the people are so lovely. Like in Victoria, like everybody always says that Canadians are so nice, and for the most part, that can be true. But in Victoria, it really feels like there is an expectation to be nice. So every person that you walk by on the street says hi to you. You know what I mean? Like every car that you like drive by waves to you. Like people are extremely friendly there. And gosh, it's just such a nice way to live. I mean, in Amber and Mike's neighborhood, everybody has big, huge fruit trees and berry bushes in their yards. And so people just leave out baskets of like apples and plums and berries. So, you know, we're out walking the dog and getting some apples to make sorbet with and getting some berries and just having an absolutely wonderful, wonderful time. And I also went to the TLC concert. Who's with me with the 90s R&B, TLC, crazy, sexy, cool, baby? No, I don't want no scrubs. A scrub is a guy that can't get no love from me. So yeah, I went out to the TLC concert the other night with my friends Teddy and Andrew, and it was really great. The opening act was like a DJ set by Cardinal Official. It did make me feel a little bit old, but there was a really cool crowd there. People of like all ages. And I mean, it was a party up in the front near the stage. We were sort of chilling out towards the back. I'm sipping on my vodka and Diet Coke, but they sang all the hits and also pointed out to everybody that their debut album, Crazy, Sexy, Cool, came out 30 years ago. Don't go chasing waterfalls. We had such a good time. Yeah, so that's what I've been up to since I last recorded live. I've been really living my best life. Tomorrow, however, it is back to the grind, my friends. Logging on to the computer, but I'm really excited to catch up on all the YouTube videos that I haven't been watching when I'm away. I need to catch up on all my favorites that I follow, and I am gonna be posting every day as per usual. I'm gonna be back tomorrow with a candle review for you guys. You'll have to stay tuned to find out what it is. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate it. If you could give me a thumbs up, like, subscribe to my channel, that would really mean the world to me. You can follow me on Instagram too at allabootcandles, and you can email me allabootcandles@gmail.com. And until next time, my beautiful candle loving friends, let's burn some candles and bitch about it. Thanks, folks. Bye.